Hello everyone, very good evening and warm welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu CBSE English. How are you all? I can see Babita here. Okay, great. Glad to see you here. So this session is going to be very important. Consider it as your backlog or the preparation session for your PT-1. I hope students are here who are going to appear for the PT-1 exam in school. And these are the first chapters from each sections of your SST, like history, geography, civics and economics. So what is the agenda of today's session? Hello and welcome to all the students. Just let me know, am I audible and clearly visible to you, so that I can proceed with the session without any tension that I'm not audible or something like that. Okay. So the session's agenda is to complete the very first chapter of each section. From history, we will be completing rise of nationalism in Europe. From geography, the target will be resource and development. Third is from civics, that is power sharing, and then development from economics. Okay. Now, what is the agenda for today? We will be revising all of them with the help of MCQ questions as well as some important subject-wise questions, because you are going to appear in exam and now it is the high time we should start preparing for that. Okay, if anyone is here, you can guys tell me that when is your exam going to happen for SST particularly. Okay, again, hello, welcome to all the students watching me right now. Senthil is here on time as always. Hello Senthil, how are you beta? Hello Babita. So thank you, at least you remember that I am here. So yes, beta. We will start with the very first question. The topics are in front of you, the chapters are in front of you, and this is going to be very helpful for your PT exams. Okay, the periodic assessment test that you are going to have in school in the month of July. I hope that that you are going to have it in near future so that it can be helpful for you. Hi Karthik. Hello Karthik. So give me a thumbs up if we can start the session. Tell me. Give me a thumbs up. Hi Mahesh, how are you beta? So Karthik Raghuvanshi, hello. Fast, give me a thumbs up. Can we start the session? Yes Mahesh, hi, hello. So I think now we can start the session. Great. So we will start the session with the very first question of the day, beta. Again, I am telling you, you can participate in the session. You have to. You have to participate in the session. You have to answer all the questions so that we can make the class competitive, and ask any doubts if you have from all the 4 chapters. Today you're free to ask any doubt whichever you have from this 4th chapter. This will be the class likewise, right? Okay, get it. Yes, Babita, I remember you're from class 9th. Chalo. So very first question of the day, right in front of you, there are more than 50 questions targeted from this chapter for today. So what you have to do is to stay concentrated, take your paper, pencil or pen along with you, so that if you find something new, you can note down over there. If you want to ask any doubts, you can also write your doubts over there and then ask me later. Okay, tomorrow is my paper, Mahesh, so this is going to be quite helpful for you if tomorrow is your exam. Question number first, that is in front of you. Start answering fast, quick. Let's check who is going to give the correct answer first. And the question is, what percentage of population of the Belgium lives in the Flemish region? What percentage of the population of the Belgium lives in Flemish region? And the options are option A, that is 40%, B 80%, C 59% or D, that is 70%. Okay, quick, fast. Tell me the correct answer. Ma'am, ignore mat karo Parag. I'm not ignoring you, beta. It's just I'm not able to filter your comments because there are a lot of comments coming right now. So Vansh, I got the answer from Vansh, that is C. Chalo dekhte hain. Great. So I'm getting more answers. Anurag is telling A, then C, A. Okay. Fine. So beta, now the question is from the chapter power sharing. First of all, we always start our SST studies for class 10 with the chapter power sharing. I don't know why it seems to be very easy chapter, and so that we can feel motivated for the rest of the year. So basically, now question is being asked that this is, for example, a rough map. Do not judge me by my drawing. Rough map of Belgium. In this rough map of Belgium, in the northern area is known as Flemish Flemish region and the southern area is known as Wallonia region. Now the question is, what population of the Belgium lives in Flemish region? So the correct answer is C. 59% of the total population of the country lives in Flemish region and speaks the language Dutch. Again, 59% of the total population lives in Flemish region and speaks the language Dutch, right? The rest 40% lives in the region Wallonia, and here they speaks the language bacha French. You know, the 1% of the people here speaks the language German, and this is how we also learned about the ethnic composition of Belgium. Right? Along with that, there is a capital city, that is Brussels. Okay, the ethnic composition in the capital city is quite changed, quite different. What happens here? Now, who is in the majority in the country, beta? Dutch is in the majority in the country. Who is in the minority in the country? French is in the minority in the country. But in the Brussels, the situation is that such that there are 80% people who speaks the language French. However, there are 20% people who speaks the language and Dutch, and this is how the civil clashes started in the country. Do not consider this session only as an MCQ type of session. This is the revision for you. Okay, ma'am, I am from Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. Arey, great. Is it raining a lot there? Is it? Okay. Chalo, next question in front of you. I want all of you to answer the question, okay? Do not just time pass here, chit chat here. Do not waste your time, bacha. It is very important that you participate and tell me the answers and learn from what I am telling, okay? So the question is, which among the following language was declared as the official language of Sri Lanka by an act passed in 1956? Again, which of the following language was declared? What was it declared? Official language of Sri Lanka by an act passed in 1956. क्या है भाई? Options are A, Tamil, Sinhala, Hindi or English. Now think about it, very easy. Getting my okay, Vansh is saying ma'am A. ठीक है भाई. Then Anurag is telling me B. Again I'm getting some answer. Winter. A, ठीक है. Priyank is selling B, A, B. So quite a lot of students are confused between the option A and B. Let me tell you how to do that. So beta, here this is a question about a country, that is Sri Lanka. ठीक है? In power sharing concept, in the power sharing chapter, we are learning that power sharing with the help of what? Two countries. One was a good country, good, like a good ideal family, and the other one was that bad family fighting with each other all the time. So now what happens in Sri Lanka, na bacha? What happens in Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka, there was a majority community. Okay, majority community that speaks the language Sinhala, and they were 74% out of the total population. ठीक है? The other population was Tamil speaking population, and they were 18% people. There were other people also, some around 7%, which speaks the language both Sinhala and Tamil. But the problem arose, beta, the problem arose, bacha, when the majoritarian policy was adopted. Which policy, beta? Majoritarian policy. In this majoritarian policy, the Sinhala community always want that I should be first. Like sometimes you also feel that, right? So this Sinhala community wanted by I should be the majority community and I should rule over other people. And then they did what? In 1956, they declared which language as their official language? By obviously, they declared Sinhala as the official language. ठीक है? Disregarding the Tamilian people. So everything was done in Sinhala language, the education, the official work, the boards around, everything. Ma'am, I was thinking that this question is 9. Mahesh, don't spam, but I read your comments, and even I will be reading your comments only when it's not spamming, right? And meantime, whenever there are the comments by the students, other students, I miss them. So don't spam. You write it once, I will read it. Okay? Next question of the day. Come on. Let's move to the next question of the day. Match the following keywords from column A with their explanation in column B. Okay, what you have to do is match the following type of question, right? This is how we are increasing the level of the question. Teja, hi ma'am, can you remember me? Yes, Teja, I can definitely remember you, beta. I remember all of the students. Sometimes I miss some of them, but still it get into my memory. I remember me, Teja. Yes, beta. So coming to this question, this match of type question. So there is column A with the words like ethnic, civil war, prudential and majoritarianism. Now you have to match them with their meanings. You have to match them what with their meanings. Mahesh, stop spamming. Otherwise I have to, without any intentions, block you. By what are you doing? I'm not able to filter the comments, the answers. So I'm getting the answer B. Bhai, change your name, yaar. How can I pronounce it in the class? So B. Okay, getting your answer as B. First we will match. Now what is ethnic? Ethnic is basically, now see what is ethnic in this. Okay, ethnic is basically now balanced on sheer cultures. Let's see. Okay, so now what is majoritarianism? A belief that majority community should rule the country. So this we know. Like, see, whenever what happens now, whenever a match type of question comes, do not just struggle in finding that what I know. Just do not struggle in finding all the questions. Rather, first of all, filter whichever you know confidently. Like I particularly tell myself that by majoritarianism, majority community, I'm sure about D matches with 1. So in which of the following D matches with 1? This one and this one. I will eliminate the option A and C very quickly because I was sure about it. Right? I'm very sure about it. Now, next is about prudential. Now, whenever we study in a power sharing, there are 2 reasons why power sharing is desirable. Why we understood from the chapter power sharing is a good thing. Prudential reasons and moral reasons. Prudential reasons are the reasons which we calculate by these are the positives and the negatives. So, C goes with 2, bacha. In which C goes with 2? This one. So, yes, B is the correct answer of the question. I know most of you might be thinking that, ma'am, we solved it very quick than you. I was just explaining the way how to solve them. I'm from Pakistan and I'm studying from you. Great to know this. Chalo, next question out here. Arrange the following ethnic communities of Sri Lanka in the descending order. See, these are the competency type of questions that can be like often they can be asked, right? And they are often asked in the examination. Now think about it. A very practical, logical, analytic type of question here it is. Arrange the following ethnic communities of Sri Lanka in the descending order. Now by descending order, figure out which community has largest population and decrease it by okay. Now Indian Tamil, Sinhalese, Christians and Sri Lanka. Who were in the majority? Sinhalese were in majority. How much percent? 74%. So in the option, the first will be 2. Figure out where is 2 by eliminate these options. See, this is how you have to solve. Learn how I am speaking and solving it. Right? Then we will move to next. Indian Tamils, Sri Lankan Tamils. So beta, Tamils all together. Okay? Tamils all together were 18%, out of which there were 2 groups. Okay, out of which there were 2 groups. One is Sri Lankan Tamil, okay, great, and other one was Indian Tamil. The Sri Lankan Tamils were 13% and Indian Tamils were 5%. So Sri Lankan Tamils 13%, Indian Tamil 5%. However, Christians were 7%. So after 74, we will be having 4th number, 3 number, and 1, 2, 4, 3, 1. Now, what is true for 3, 1? Yes, A is the correct answer. To all the students who gave me A as the answer, very good. Ma'am, C repeating. But I can't do anything. The students are not listening. Yes, Sumitra, you're very correct about Indian Tamil. It's very good, beta. To all the students who are doing great and giving me the correct answer, applause. I'm not able to filter your comments because of some random antisocial elements out there. But do not worry, I will see your comments and we will study very nicely. A is the correct answer to this question and you people are quite right about it. Next question. And that is, select the correct prudential reason for power sharing. What you have to select is correct prudential reason. Now, there were two reasons for adopting power sharing, two reasons why power sharing is desirable. Now, what you have to filter here is the word prudential. Beta, while solving MCQs, you have to look at certain important words. And what are those words here? Prudential reason. Read the option A. Power sharing is very spirit of democracy. Is it prudential? Next, people have a right to be consulted on how they are to be governed. C. Citizens through participation acquire a stake in the system. D. Power sharing is good because it helps to reduce the possibility of conflict among different social groups. Now, what do you think is the prudential reason for power sharing? And I can see your answers. Anyone who can challenge the answer of Sumitra and other students out here? Reduce conflict between social group. हाँ भाई, the first and the important reason is that it reduces the conflict between social group. Beta, when you read this prudential reasons, na, the first and the foremost thing is that it reduces the possibility of what? It reduces the possibility of conflict among the different social groups. Beta, in the society, in a country, there are different social groups living, which actually desires for sharing of power because they want equal status, and this is what is promised by power sharing. Okay? Whenever there will be reduced in the conflict, like there will be reduction in the conflict in the society, what will happen? There will be a stable political order, and this is the second point. Stable political order. You know that the majoritarian policy, you guys are aware, the majoritarian policy looks very, very attractive for short period of time, but what happens in a long period of time? It is critical and it becomes dangerous even for the majority too. Okay? So that tyranny cannot last so long. This is exactly the prudential reason. The rest of the three options are moral reasons of power sharing. Okay, give me a thumbs up if it is clear to all of you guys here. Very good, you guys are participating and actually giving me the correct answers. I am pretty impressed. And next question right in front of you. That is, which of the following is not a reason of power sharing? Now, while solving the answers, use a hack that is underlining the words that are actually like meant to be, they're actually meant to be noticed over here. And here it is not. So, which of the following is not a reason for power sharing? Options, my dear students, are A, to allow participation from diverse social group. Okay? B, to ensure efficient decision making process. C, to promote majoritarian tendencies. Or it is D, to prevent any single group from holding absolute power. What do you believe is the correct answer to this question? Okay, pay attention, read the question very nicely. I want the quick and the correct answer. Sumitra is here with C. Some 9505 with C. Fine. Teja is here with option C. Very good, Teja. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else who is not happy with this option C and can challenge them all? Anyone? No. I think 4 of you are quite active today, and yes, C is the correct answer, because by power sharing we are reducing the majoritarian tendencies, rather not promoting them, because this tendency actually promote the tyranny of majority community. Okay, so this is the correct reason. Please answer the assertion reason. There are many schemes for water harvesting. There are many schemes for water harvesting. Reasons: canals and tube wells are good source of irrigation. Wait, Senthil, I can't read it. Just type it for once, beta. Arey bhai, what you are doing, man? Okay. Both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct reason for A. Okay, so B will be the correct answer for the question you are asking to me. Now stop spamming, because I am not able to filter the comments. Now this question is done. Next question, that is in the form of assertion reason today. Assertion and reason today. Assertion is: community government in Belgium is elected by one language community. Is it correct? The reason for the same is ठीक है. Reason for the same is community government helped in resolving conflicts between different linguistic groups. Do you believe that? Do you find that? The options are here. Both assertion and reason are true and R is the correct explanation. Next is R is not the correct explanation and both are true. See, assertion is true, reason is false. Assertion and reason are false, both. Tell me. Hi Kumari, hello to you. Okay, no spamming bhai, only answering the correct one. Okay, 9505 is answer D. Are you sure? Geeta is here with hi Geeta, how are you? Aditya Raj answering C. Teja is answering A. I am not getting so much correct answers today. I don't know why. Again, Sumitra is here with answer A. Habiba is here with answer C. Hi Habiba. Abhay, hello ma'am, my name is Abhay. Hi Abhay, how are you? How is your preparation going on? And by the way guys, do you have PT-1 in some coming days or not? Okay. So, moving to the question, community government in Belgium is elected by one language community. This is the actual reason. So, actual reason to form this community government is that we have three communities in Belgium and the communities are Dutch, okay, then we have French and then we have German. So, separate government, separate community government will be made for them. Why? Because they belong to different linguistic group and they can make laws regarding their education, okay, regarding their language and all the communal issues. So, community government helped in resolving conflict. Yes, actually it helped in resolving. So, both A and R are true and R is the correct reason of A. Beta, whenever assertion reason type of question comes na, first you have to make sure that you are reading those statements separately and figuring out that by A is reason or not. Getting my point? And yes, A is the correct answer over here. Take my name. Hi Harsh. Hi. Yes Mahesh. Don't spam. Chalo. Very much correct. A. To all the students who gave me the answer A. Very good. Moving towards the next question. And the question is, come on students, everyone, stay focused over here. Now what is the question? Which of the following government in Belgium has the power regarding cultural, educational and language related issues? Oops, every time when I explain you, the next question is somewhere from the same thing, okay? Now you know the answer. Option A, the communist government, community government, the central government, the province government. But here is something to make you confused. Okay, here is something that can make you confused. Now give me the answer. Saurabh, you are wrong. Saurabh, think about it. Communist government, community government, central government, and this is where you get confused and you guys started answering A. Teja, can you please read the options again? Read the options again. Option A, community government. Beta, that is communist government. This is just to trick you. And you guys got tricked here. You guys got trapped here. Yes. Very good students. To the students who are answering B, that is community government, bhai, not communist government. What are you guys doing? And who is here with answer C? Arey bhai, how it is C? It can never be C. So, yes, which of the following government in Belgium has the power regarding the cultural, educational? So, a separate, different, okay? So, a separate, different type of government was made, that is community government. Okay? There were three communities living and they were Dutch, okay? They were French, again I'm telling the same thing to you, and there was German too. All these three communities have a different government form so that they can make what? Laws regarding their culture, education and language. So B is the correct answer. Now students, what happened with answer A? But it is not communist government. Arey, how can it be wrong answer? HRS, ANU, it cannot be wrong answer. Next question out here. Okay, next question. Population of Sri Lankan Tamil is concentrated in the region of, which region of Sri Lanka? Come on, quick. Tell me the correct answer. North and south, north and east, east and west and south and east. What do you believe is the correct answer here? Chalo, tell me the correct answer. Now here they're talking about the geographical or geography regarding Sri Lanka. Where was this community Tamils majorly concentrated in Sri Lanka? Okay, this is actually the question. So I'm getting answers. You people started answering B as the correct one. Okay, B as the correct one. So this is somehow not again a very perfect map. Are not at all a perfect map, bhai. So this is somehow the Sri Lanka look likes, and here in Sri Lanka, this region, okay, this region, northeast, this particular region is concentrated by the community. They are Tamils. And how much percentage is Tamil people here? Anyone who can quickly answer me? Total population of Tamil region, people living in Sri Lanka. Comment me fast. And yes, northeast is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Habiba, D is not the correct answer, beta. Northeast region. Okay? Yes, Mahesh, I can tell you, take your name for sure. Okay. Get it? So which is the correct answer, beta? B is the correct answer. Anyone telling me how much Tamil population lives in Sri Lanka? 18%. Very good, Sumitra. Are Teja, how come 15%? Kahan se aa gayi 15%, bhai? No, it is 18%. Okay, it is 18% of the total population living here. Okay. Same question coming in exam. I just hope that it happens. Why? I just hope that. Hi Rupa, how are you? Hi Rupa Patil. Yes, I saw your comment. Next question. Everyone, quick, ready. Okay, be active and ready. Which of the following was the primary objective of Belgium to form the separate government in Brussels? Now, again a question that is very important. Which of the following was the primary objective of the Belgium to form separate government in Brussels? ठीक है, promoting cultural events, okay, managing international relations, or C, enforcing local laws, or D, that is ensuring linguistic accommodation. Tomorrow is my test, Raghav. Okay, all the best for your test, beta. Ma'am, you are doing paper leak. I hope that yes, paper comes from here only, and it will definitely come. I picked up some important questions and I'm getting your answers at D. Okay, to all the students who are having exams tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or afterwards, beta, this is going to be a very helpful session for you. Okay, D is actually the correct answer. So now, as the question came here, can we revise accommodation in Belgium quickly? Are you ready for that? Are give me the answers also. So there is a topic that is accommodation in Belgium. Okay, the topic is bacha accommodation in Belgium. See why this topic is very important, because here from this topic the question comes for how many marks? 5 marks. They ask you that how did the people of Belgium accommodated the linguistic diversity. Okay, linguistic diversity. But the first thing is that in the central government, okay, we are revising it, everyone. What we are doing? Revision of the topic accommodation in Belgium. What they did by, what happened? Everyone was fighting, and it is like that a pizza is being ordered at your home and all of you are fighting, and then your mother came, dividing it equally among all the siblings. Okay, similar is like that. The people of Belgium were fighting, and see, the government came with an accommodation, changing the constitution for how many times? Quick question. How many times was the constitution of Belgium amended? You have to tell me the number. Okay, meanwhile I'm explaining you the answer. So the central government, where in the central government what happened, there will be equal number of ministers. There will be equal number of ministers from both the communities, right? From both the communities. And who were the communities? Both the communities were Dutch and French. This was the first thing. After that, what happened? This central government, okay, this central government will will share the powers with the state government. The central government will share the powers with the state government so that the state government is no longer subordinate to the central government, and this is the also a reason 4 times amended. Very good. Geeta, Teja, Sumitra, to whosoever is answering 4. Rupa is also here. Very good, beta. Yes, it was amended how many times? 4 times between the time period of 1917 to 1993. Okay, very good. मैम आप विजय शर्मा सर को जानते हो? नहीं बेटा, I don't know. Okay, so the third is in the capital city of Brussels. Again, pay attention. A separate government was made. Okay, a separate government was made. Here also they focused upon equal representation from both the communities. They also focused upon equal representation among both the communities. And the last and the very, very important, that there will be a separate community government. Okay, the last and the important one is that there will be a separate community government from all the 3 communities, Dutch, French and Germans. And what they are going to do? They are going to make laws regarding their language, education and culture. Okay, ma'am, I have PA tomorrow. Kanchan, welcome on the platform. Yes, this is going to be very helpful, and that is the reason I bought the live today. Consider it as your backlog being cleared in today's session, where we are solving multiple questions and even the long questions too. Okay, so I hope this is very, very much clear. Yes, Rupa, it is about community government. So this was done to promote what? Linguistic accommodation where? In Belgium. Okay, very good. Next question. Everyone ready for this question? And the question is, now here it is subjective one. Why I added the subjective question? So that you can understand the answer writing pattern which you have to follow throughout the year. Hi Saurabh, I can see that you are answering the questions from a long time. Hello to you too. So what are the different forms of power sharing in modern democracy? Beta, whenever you write your answer, follow this pattern of intro, okay, and points, and then conclude your answer. This you will follow for the entire year. You shall follow this for the entire year. Okay, ma'am, actually I am in class 11th. My 10th percentage is 99.02. I topped in the school. Arey wow, that's very great and nice to hear this. Ma'am, is NCERT reading required? Beta, if you will not read NCERT, then what are you going to read? Beta, NCERT is your holy book. It is your Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, whatever you consider, you can consider. And reading NCERT is of utmost important, very, very important. Okay? So if you are not doing it, start doing it from today. That is the only source of information for you. You don't need to just go here and there and move to reference books. Not required at all. Okay, coming back to this question, beta. What are the different forms of power sharing in modern democracy? So whenever you write the answer, write it in a manner that the different forms of, why I'm writing it like teaching you like a kid, because I don't want you to make any mistakes. Okay, so the different forms of power sharing. Okay, the different forms of power sharing in modern democracies are as follows. Now why I wrote this line? Because a lot of students just directly go and write the first point. I don't know why. So we will write the first point. The power is shared among what, beta? Among different organs of government. Among different organs of government. Right now I am writing all the important keywords that you have to answer in your exam. Those are the important keywords that you should not miss, right? Is this a live class? Yes, Vasu, this is the live class, and you are correct, Sumitra. Power sharing among different organs, levels, social groups and political parties. Very good. Yes, beta, it is live class. Just Slay. Hi, ma'am. Hi, Slay. How are you? So, among different organs of government, beta, what happened now? There are 3 organs in a government, and what are they? They are legislative organ, which makes the law, executive organ, Okay, and then is another one, that is judiciary, because we have to share the power. If we give it in single hand, they will become exploitative in nature, right? So this form of power sharing is known as horizontal form of power sharing. This form of power sharing is known as what, bacha? Horizontal form of power sharing. And one more important point that you have to write, that this system is based upon checks and balances. The system is based upon checks and balances, by which I mean that if this legislature makes the mistake in lawmaking, makes something unconstitutional, the judiciary is going to stand there, acha, I will check and correct it. So that is the way. Okay, ma'am, thanks. Did you recognize? Jadhav, I am not able to recognize you. I wasn't there in, yes, last batch. Yes, my old student. Now I remembered you. Ma'am, I got 98 in SST because of you. Thank you for saying this in the live session, beta. Your juniors will get motivated then now, as they have just joined the classes here. I do recognize you now. Explain one more time question. Sanjay, which question are you talking about? Can you please tell me nicely? Okay, great to know that. And by the way, which subject you took in class 11th? Is it PCM or PCB? Share me that, and in case you need any help still now, you are open to ask from me. Yes, PUBG Zone. Hi, beta. How are you? Okay, so the first level is among different organs of government. There are 3 different organs done with one form. Another is the second one, that is among different levels of government. Now what happened by, in a country, in a large country like India, we need to divide it into different administration, like administrative units, and we did so. What we did, at the central level we have union government, okay? Then we have state government, and then we have local government, and this type of power sharing is known as vertical form of power sharing. Okay, it is known as what, beta? Vertical form of power sharing. It is also known as federal form of government. Now the next chapter in your book is exactly federalism, and this is what federalism means. Pagal ma'am, Muskan is calling me pagal. Beta, why I am pagal, yaar? Hello to everyone. Hello Fufaji official. Okay, PCMB, that's great. Are PCMB? Bhai, that's very, very, very great. Okay, hello to everyone. Pooja, why I am looking like to you as a pagal, I don't know. Chalo, moving to the question, bhai. Call me whatever you want. Now, next one is third point. Okay, among different organs is done, clear crystal. Next is among different levels of government. Now among different social groups, by in a country like India, a large country like India, there are different social groups. What if we don't share powers with everyone and the Hindu majority just hold the power all together? Clashes will be there and India will be divided, and that is the reason we have to divide the power among different social groups. Do you remember Belgium doing this? Yes, I remember. I don't know about you, if something went out of your mind. And that is community government, and that is what the example of community government. But if you want to feel the example in India, that is reservation provided to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. I hope this is clear. Hello Ayush, ma'am, you are wrong. Adhyasa Mishra, please tell me where I am wrong, beta. You are teaching only in English. Yes, because this channel is actually in English. Just go and see the name of the channel that says Diksha Vedantu CBSE English. And it is very clear that we teach here in English. Okay, and the next one, the last point of this is, that is power sharing among different political parties. Fine. And there's power share among different movements started by the people. Okay, and there are certain pressure groups sharing the power. So what happened na beta? Like if I talk about political parties, so there are are countries with single party, there are countries with two bi-party system, but in a multi-party system, when a single political party cannot hold the majority power, then small different parties come together and form a coalition, right? Form a coalition, and this is how political parties are sharing the power. ठीक है? Federal, yes beta, it's federal obviously. Did I write FEDRAL? Now where I am wrong, right? Next is about movements, pressure groups. So there are a lot of pressure groups creating pressure on the government to implement the policies like CJP is doing right now on Jantar Mantar. What are they? They are the pressure groups actually. मैम आप कौन हो? इंसान हूँ बेटा, मैं इंसान. मैम it's federal. Yes, it's federal बेटा. I wrote it federal only. Okay, one more time explain answer. Sanjay Prasad. So question is again revising it, then we're moving to the next question. What are the different forms of power sharing in modern democracies? So by there are 4 type of power sharing in modern democracies. First, among different organs. What are the organs and what it is known as? Horizontal sharing of power. Next is among different levels, union, state and local, also known as vertical power sharing or federal form of power sharing. Then we have among social groups, example is community government, and then we have political parties, movement and pressure groups. आ गया सब कुछ. Is it everything in your mind right now or not? Ma'am आप कहाँ से हैं? बेटा right now I am teaching you from Bangalore. Okay, and that's I think is more than enough to be informed. Next question. Why did Sri Lankan Tamils felt alienated? Anyone who can answer me this quickly, bhai? Anyone who can answer me this quickly? Why this Sri Lankan Tamils felt alienated? So I will tell you a quick story behind that. What happened here in Sri Lanka? ठीक है? In Sri Lanka, there were different communities living, and the communities were Sinhala, constituting for 74%. And then there were Tamils too. There were Tamils having the population around 18%. But the story is such that in this 18%, there were 13% Sri Lankan Tamils. There were 13% Sri Lankan Tamils. And however, there were Indian Tamils also. They moved there because of like colonial period and all that, right? So, and the rest were Christians. They were Christians, but they speak both the language Sinhala plus Tamil. That was 7%. Acha, ठीक है? This Sinhala people follow the religion that is Buddhism. That is bacha what? Buddhism. And then Tamil people who follow the religion, either they were Hindu, okay, either they were Hindu or they were Muslims. So now what the problem came? Anyone? Yes, clear, but I am Nandini. Okay, Nandini, how could I know? So now I know that I will call you Nandini if I remember it for a longer period of time. Yes, so the problem started when majoritarian policies were adopted by the Sinhala community. And in this majoritarian policy, the official language status, right, by the Act of 1956 was given to language Sinhala. Right, this community made preferential policies in terms of admissions and all that, and preference was given to Sinhala. Even the religion, what was the religion? Buddhism. This religion, Buddhism, will be officially promoted according to the constitution. Okay, this was the agenda. Now what happened? Now who felt alienated? Sri Lankans felt alienated. You will answer, the Sri Lankan people felt alienated because they felt alienated because why? Because their language was disregarded. Okay, their language was disregarded. Now think about that. The question comes for 3 marks. Will you able to write it for 3 marks or not? ठीक है? So their language was disregarded, right? Sinhalas were not sensitive to their what beta? To their language and religion. The third point also you can write that the preferential policies, right? The preferential policies were only and only made for Sinhala and not for, they were not asking for preferential policies but for equal policies. ठीक है. Alienated means beta keeping aside, not giving them, not treating them as equal. This is what alienated means. Something that is from out of the world, like treating them that you don't belong to this country. Getting my point? This is Raghav what alienated means. Okay, who was enjoying the class? Saurabh Gaming is enjoying the class. ठीक है, very good. Okay, great. मैम मैं क्लास 9th में हूँ, एंजॉय के लिए यहाँ आया हूँ. अरे भाई, am I like fun here? Okay, so by the way, I am going to take classes for 9th also. So I hope that you will be enjoying that too. This is the actual reason for this question. CBSE English, ma'am, you are Japan. What is this? From where did you guys get this year points? I'm like blank for a second. From where these pointers come into your like mind? I don't know. Hi ma'am, I am Ishika. Hi Ishika, how are you? Great. Next question. Let's start with the next question and the next chapter over here. And the chapter is Nationalism in Europe. But Nationalism in Europe, I know, is a big chapter. And in case you feel like that, bhai, this topic is very difficult, I want one more time explanation, ask it. ठीक है? Ma'am, region explain. Which region? I don't know this type of any region that exists in the world. Please ask clearly. Okay, so question in front of you. Try to answer it. Try to answer it quickly. Match the following and choose the correct option. Here the column one speaks about Marine, Giuseppe Garibaldi, Cavour, Giuseppe Mazzini. Okay, and you have to match it with was he the chief minister of Italy, young Italy movement, allegory of France, conquered the kingdom of Sicily. Think about the correct options. Here are the options. Match them and tell me the correct answer. Ma'am, आप daily पढ़ाते हो? No, beta, I don't teach daily, but twice in a week we come live. I come like other than that, other days, teachers for maths and science are also coming and teaching you on the same channel. Saurabh Gaming, very good, yeah. Sumitra gave the answer. You're quick at answering. Marine. Again, we know who is Marine. Christian Marine, a popular name for what? The allegory of France. So when we match A with 3, so where is A with 3? A with 3. Array, this is A with 3. That is the reason you got the answer very fast. Okay. Talk about other also. Giuseppe Garibaldi. Who is Giuseppe Garibaldi? Who conquered the kingdom of Sicily. Who conquered the kingdom of Sicily. B matches with 4. Count Cavour. Who was Count Cavour? Chief Minister of Italy. Okay. Do you remember Victor Emmanuel II? So he was the chief minister in the court of Victor Emmanuel II. Mazzini. Mazzini started Young Italy movement. Acha, there are two movements started by Mazzini. One was Young Italy. One was Young Italy and the other one was Young Europe. I want a location of these from you in the chat session. Where was Young Italy formed? Young Italy in where? Young Europe where? ठीक है? Tell me the correct location of both these. Yes, C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Saurabh, you can write once also. I see the options. Don't spam. Okay, great. अरे हाँ भाई, C is the correct answer. Chalo, tell me, where was Young Italy formed and where was Young Europe formed? Low voice, Shreya, is it the voice issue with everyone? Great. Okay, meanwhile you're answering about the location of Young Italy and Young Europe, which I think you are checking on the book or on the Google. Where? In the book or the Google? Where are you checking, guys? Arey bhai, tomorrow is your exam. Majority of the students have exam tomorrow and you are saying that. Saurabh, low voice. Is this the issue with low voice with everyone, beta? Young Italy in Marseille and Young Europe in Bern. Very good. Who is this? Sumitra is there. मैम मैं कोचिंग नहीं पढ़ती हूँ, आप पढ़ा देंगे. मनीषा, आई एम टीचिंग हियर ओनली बेटा. यंग इटली इन मार्सली एंड यंग यूरोप इन बर्न इज द करेक्ट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन आई आस्क्ड राइट नाउ. एंड वी आर हियर विद द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द डे. And the question is, Napoleon has destroyed democracy in France, but in administrative field, he had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole system more rational and efficient. So now, here is the question. Here is a question about Napoleon. Who is Napoleon, beta? So Napoleon came into power. He was like proclaimed as the Emperor of France in the year 1804. Okay, Emperor of France in 1804, because there was political instability. You guys studied that in class 9. Every story about France and all. Now what happened, na beta? Okay, Napoleon became the emperor in 1804. So he came, and one thing that he did was to bring certain changes in the administrative regime. And do you know that we can't call him a democratic person? We can't. We can never call him. But the changes he brought were liberal in nature. That means talking about freedom. Yes. And this code is popularly known as Civil Code of 1804. Civil Code of 1804. So yes, he no doubt destroyed democracy, but brought positive changes in terms of administration. Okay, how can we write this answer? We can write this answer in points. So the first thing, right? So the first thing he did was to abolish what, beta? Abolish privileges on the basis of birth. Okay, abolish privileges on basis of birth. Acha, when the privileges on the basis of birth were abolished, what he brought was equality. So by this he established equality before the law. Okay, and also gave the citizens right to property. Also gave the citizens which right, bacha? The right to property. This is the first point to the answer. Speak after me, okay? You will remember it likewise. Second point, okay? We are moving to which point, bacha? The second point we are moving. Abolish privileges on the basis of birth, equality before law, right to property secured. Now, coming towards the second point, day by day his kingdom was increasing. He was exporting this code to different regions like Switzerland, Italy, Dutch Republic and many other regions. For such a large region, what he wants to do was to simplify, because such a large region he have now. What he wants to do is to simplify the administration. How he did that, beta? First of all, he abolished the feudal system going there. What is feudal system? There was a land and only lords, feudal lords. That means some like rich elite people can have the hold on these lands, right? They were only the people who can own this land. So that feudal lords were owning these lands. Do you think that they will work? No. So in this feudal system, they were asking the serf, the common people, the poor people to work on their land and even getting the manorial payment from that. So he abolished the feudal system. He freed the serfdom from the manorial dues to be paid to them. Okay, manorial dues was relaxed. Okay, the third point, beta, the third point here is trade guild restrictions were removed. Pay attention, trade guild restrictions. Now what happened? Those people, what they do now? They make groups. Like we have Bora community, Banya community and lot of communities which are popular for trading. So similar to that in Europe, the trading activity was confined to some group of people and they were not allowing others to do the trade. Now here they come. What do you mean by guilds? Guild means group. The groups were not giving the economic freedom to the common people. So he came into picture and these trade guild restrictions were removed. What happened? The trade guild restrictions were removed. For this trade purposes, what needs to be improved was transport and communication. Okay, what needs to be improved here is what, bacha? Transport and communication. Now tell me, is this question clear to everyone? Yes, I could not see some of the points. Ma'am, please read my comment, please, ma'am. अरे भाई फूफा जी, please stop. हाँ भाई, ठीक है. 5 marks question में आएगा तो कितना लिखना पड़ेगा? Sanjay, this is how you have to write. Okay, this is how you have to write whenever the question comes for 5 marks. Hello everyone, Ashish is saying hello to everyone. Say hello. Guys, I'm coming in just a second. Okay, clear with this? Ma'am, bye. Arey, no. Acha, you are leaving. Okay, Fufaji, you can. Now, next question on the way. Arrange the following events in chronological order and choose the correct option. Beta, this chronological type of question is one of the favorite type of question that comes from this chapter. Okay, are you ready for this? Quick. So we have to arrange the following events in chronological order. Defeat of Napoleon in the Battle of Leipzig, is it? Then we have beginning of the struggle for Greek independence. Then formation of custom unions in Zul'Varen, like which is popularly known as Zul'Varen. And signing of the Treaty of Britain. Signing of the Treaty of Vienna, sorry. Okay, arrange these events in chronological order. Nothing happened, Teja, I am back and the question is right in front of you. I am waiting for your answers quick. I am waiting for your answers quick and the question is about the chronological order and choose the correct option. What happened first? Let's see who is able to answer this question very nicely. And to the students watching me right now, did you guys hit the like button for this session? Did you guys subscribe the channel or not? Or still waiting for more better sessions to come and then subscribe? Go and subscribe it whenever I will be bringing the second session, the same session. Right now we are learning the first chapter. Next session we will learn the second chapter. So if you want the notification to come in your phone, you have to hit the subscribe button right now. Okay, one more time explain 1 points. Which points, bacha? Ma'am, what happened? Nothing happened. So the question is about arranging the events in the chronological order, right? Defeat of Napoleon in the Battle of Leipzig. By what happened now? All these conservatives started walking behind Napoleon and Napoleon was like a hurdle in their way. Why? Because he was liberal leader and the conservative wanted that social order, differentiation in the society and all. And Napoleon was not allowing them to do so. So, Napoleon was defeated in several battles by conservative and finally in the Battle of Waterloo. This Leipzig battle is in 1830. Do you guys remember the picture in the book? Have you seen that the postman type of picture of Napoleon behind some territories are being like faded away? That's it. Okay, beginning of the status of a struggle of Greek independence 1821. 1821, the Greek people started revolting against, or what we can say, demanding for independence by Ottoman Empire. Formation of Custom Union 1824. Again, this was the initiative of Prussia. And signing of the Treaty of Vienna 1815. So, what is the first one? 1, theek hai bhai. Then 4. Arey, where is 1 and 4? Options are correct, guys. Not correct, guys. And you guys are answering. How come possible? Sumitra is there only with the correct answer. Very good, Sumitra. I'm proud of you this time. Because actually the options are correct, but your answer is right. That means you studied a lot. Very good. Saurabh, what happened? So it is 1, 4, and then 2, 3. Actually, I changed it. I don't know why it does not change in the final PPT, but I changed it. I remember. Okay. So the correct option is 1, 4. Okay. 1, 4, 2, 3. Bacha, did you get the correct answer? C. From where come C? Teja. And Saurabh, from where come? No option. Yes, Sumitra. Very good, yaar. Next question. What did Duke Metternich mean by this statement when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold? What does he mean by this? Let's see. Option A, France Bourbon dynasty was the most influential line of kings in the Europe. Does he mean that? Next is about French trade guilds wielded enormous power over European trade. See, France had begun annexing neighboring nations after 1815, and then is France nationalist movement inspired other nations. Okay, let me see. Sorry, it's okay, beta, it's okay. Very good. Sabha Teja is like Sabha Shuvitra. Very good. Okay, so I'm waiting for the answers. Aditya, hi ma'am. Hello Aditya, how are you? D. Neeraj Yadav again with answer D. Sumitra is also telling D. Anyone who can challenge their answer, or do you also feel that D is the correct option? No one, no one. So, there is a person named as Duke Metternich. He had a habit to speak every time he gave all the important statements. Like he called Giuseppe Mazzini as the most dangerous person for the social order, for that conservative order. And here, when in 1830, right, when in 1830 in France there was a revolution, and a result of this Belgium also started the revolution. Okay, in Greece also this the revolution emancipated. So now what happened now? So here Duke Metternich gave this statement: when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. That means when France national movement starts and inspire the other nations too. So the correct answer is D. And what you are doing here, Teja, A, B, C, D, what is it? Yes, Karthik, D is the correct answer. Radha and D, Aditya, Saurabh, and everyone, YT is C. No bhai, it's not C, it's D as the correct option. Okay, moving to the next question. How did culture, now here I also added, beta, I have added here certain subjective questions too. Okay, so you guys are watching and you guys are aware about that. This is one of the important questions from your rise of nationalism in Europe. I want the name of those 3 examples from your side if anyone is there. Okay, how did culture played an important role in creating the idea of the nation? So this is from the topic romantic imagination. Okay, this is from the topic romantic imagination, to which we call romanticism also. How did culture play an important role? Here, this question often comes for 3 marks. This question often comes for either 3 marks or sometimes for 5 marks too. So how do we answer this question? Ki bhai, yes, culture play an important part in raising the nationalist sentiments. The first example will be the example of a person whose name is Johann Gottfried Herder. Okay, Johann Gottfried Herder. Who was he, beta? This person, Johann Gottfried Herder, was a German philosopher. Okay, German philosopher who believed that the true nationalist feeling can come from the word that is das Volk, that means the common people. Hence, let's promote the common people's language, that is folk language, folk culture, folk dance, folk music, isn't it? Okay, this is the correct one. Next is about a person who was Karol, okay, Karol Kurpinski, okay, Karol Kurpinski, who proved that the feeling of nationalism can be grown with the help of vernacular languages. Which language, bachche? Vernacular language. How? He organized opera, music, and when people are singing their national song or something like that, what happened? Whenever we hear that Jan Gan Man, do you feel like inspired, or do you feel like goosebumps for the nation? Yes. Similar way this was adopted. Okay? Third example, we can also grip of the example of Greece. Okay, when Greece people started the revolt, beta, the other people consider it as cradle of European civilization. Cradle of European civilization. Now again, what is civilization? The greatest culture of all the time. 3 examples we got. One more you can write about Poland, right? Poland that came into Russian domination. That came into which domination? Russian domination after the Treaty of Vienna. Fought, taking what as a base? Language as a base. Language as a base. Get it or not? 4 points, and very good question. Are you able to write it in exam or not? Now tell me. Don't ask and no, what happened, beta? Ma'am, aapki caste, what will happen after knowing my caste? Ma'am, I don't understand question number 3. We'll go back and see, beta. La Patrie, Les Citoyens, yes, new hymns there and can also be given as an example. Like if it comes for 5 marks, you can write the example of France also, considering the points regarding culture, hymns, oath, all those. Fine. Is it clear to you? Chalo. Give me a thumbs up fast, quick. The question, will you able to write it? Culture played an important role in raising national sentiments. You will see that in exam for sure, and then remember Tanvi Ma'am. Okay, coming back and telling me in the next like, ma'am, that question actually came in exam. I will be super happy after knowing that. Ma'am, the way you explain complex topics makes them so easier to understand. Thank you, Neeraj, for your compliment. These compliments actually boost my energy a little more. By the way, I know I'm super excited and energetic when I'm teaching you. Sometimes people call me to hold on. It's quick, so fast for students, but I believe that you guys understand everything. Okay, great. Let's move to the next question then. Next question is this, assertion and reason. So the question is, on Prussian initiative, Zollverein, that is custom union first form, think, is the statement correct independently without reading the second one? Okay. Next is beta, it was to create unified economic territory allowing the unhindered movement of goods, people and capital. Now, read the statements independently, think which one is correct, which one is not, and if both are correct, then figure out that is this the reason or not. And I want the answers. Ma'am, where are you from? Beta, right now I am from Bangalore, but I'm from India. So complex answer. Yes, ma'am, answer is C. Let's see. It was to create unified economic territory. Okay. Are you guys sure about it? Are you guys sure? C is the correct answer. Anyone? Sumitra, where are you? I want you to challenge this answer C. I think Sumitra left. C, are you sure? Saurabh, Karthik, Teja, are you sure about the answer C? Or are you guys going to Google Lens and then see which is the correct answer? I'm giving you ideas, by the way. No, C is not the correct answer. Think about it again. No, ma'am. Okay, B. Acha, na answer changed to B. Option number A, Haryana Furfur. क्या नाम रखते हो यार? Yes, A is the भाई. See, on Prussian initiative, Zollverein was a group that was formed by Prussian initiative in 1824, also popularly known as Custom Union. Why was it made, bhai? It was made to create unified economic territory. Acha, do you remember a case when a person is moving from Luxembourg to Nuremberg? In between, he has to pay 5% custom duties 11 times. 5% custom duties 11 times. To solve this economic hindrance and the problem, this group was brought in. Okay, to create a unified economic territory, allowing this unhindered movement. Bhai, now your answers are changed. How smart you are. Will you able to change these answers in your exams? Kya kar rahe ho bhai? Study. ठीक है? So yes, A is the correct option. However, this is the starting of class 10. We will practice a lot till your exam. So ma'am, are you making this live? Yes, I'm not making the live session. I'm taking the live session. Yes. Next question. Okay, next question, come on, fast, quick. Each power, Russia, Germany, England, Austro-Hungary, were keen on countering hold of the other power over the Balkan region. And this becomes the reason for. Reason for what? Reason for First World War, Second World War, fall of Ottoman Empire, or the integration of the Balkan states. What do you think is the correct answer? Now, very good, I'm getting the answers here. Proud of you students, everyone. Okay, please tell ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Are you? Yes, yes, I'm taking it from Bangalore also. Only. Chalo. So, the correct answer to this question is, okay? Correct answer to this question is, can I see you guys answered what? A. Yes. First World War. Okay, so let me quickly explain you this Balkan issue, because this is also an important topic, and the topic's name is Balkan issue. Okay, so this is Europe. Okay, see, this is not Europe. This is a rough map of Europe. Very rough, that the boundaries are not at all clear. But consider, as you guys consider in maths na, similarly, imagine this is Europe, and this part of Europe was known as Balkan region. Okay, which region bhaiya? Balkan region. This Balkan region, right, this Balkan region was ruled by an empire, that is Ottoman Empire. Okay, Ottoman Empire. This was ruled by an empire, Ottoman Empire. Okay, since 15th century, Ottoman, again autocratic empire. Now what happened na beta? In this Balkan region, there were different people living with different ethnicity. They have different language, they have different culture. Now what happened? From here, the feeling of nationalism came. France became France. Germany was getting united. Italy was getting united. So some feeling of nationalism was coming. And now these people also wanted their independent territory and wants to know as a nation. Right? Now what happened na bacha? So these particular territories were fighting with each other because of they wanted more territory at the expense of other. Now come the big power. Whatever happened, whenever we are fight is going on in our neighbor, we go and see and enjoy that. Similarly, when this Balkan region people were fighting, those big powers, Germany, England, Austro-Hungary came and started interfering, and you know this war, small war resulted into First World War. Okay, clear? Manveer, is it clear? I just described it. I just explained it. You can just quickly go back for 2 minutes and see it again. I'm from Bangalore. Okay, Teja, great. Glad to know this. So, yes, A is the correct answer. That is First World War. Very good. Next question. Next question, bhai. Explain the process of the unification of Italy. Bhaiya, बहुत very important question out there. Okay, very important question out there. Explain the process of unification of Italy. The complete unification of Italy, I am going to explain it in quick minutes. Okay, so your concentration should be here. So, if I talk about Italy, beta, again I am drawing a very rough map of Italy. I am not aware that it is correct or not. So, if I talk about Italy, this was the region that is referred as Sardinia Piedmont. Okay, Sardinia Piedmont. This region is particularly ruled by, it was ruled by Italian princely states. Okay, it was ruled by Italian princely states. That means a ruler, and the ruler was Victor Emmanuel II. Right? Now, if we see other territories, there was Lombardy. Okay, there was Lombardy, and the other one was Venetia. Now, who was ruling this region? Beta, Austrian forces was ruling this region. Austrian forces were ruling this region. If we talk about the center region, it was under the Pope, and this was the South Sicily. This was what, beta? South Sicily. That was ruled by Bourbon dynasty of Spain. That was ruled by Bourbon dynasty of Spain. Now, what I am talking about here? I am telling you this because, beta, the question says, explain the process of Italy unification. Sorry. What happened, beta, in Italy? First point will be the Italy was politically, if you see that, was it politically like similar person ruling in Italy? No. Italy was politically fragmented. Fragmented, you know, divided. Italy was politically fragmented into 7 states. Okay, it was politically fragmented into 7 states. right? You can explain them. Now, who took the charge in Italy? The first role will be, okay, the first role will be of Giuseppe Mazzini, all right? Who will be there? Giuseppe Mazzini. He dreamed first, for the first time, he was a dreamer. He first time dreamed of an united Italian Republic, formed the organizations like Young Italy, started revolutions but failed. When he started revolution, bacha, then he failed, then the responsibility fell on whom? So, this responsibility to unite, fell on the person who is actually an Italian. Who was it? That was Victor Emmanuel II. Okay, Victor Emmanuel II. So now Victor Emmanuel II was a ruler. Under his regime, under his reign was a very, very smart diplomatic brainchild, okay, of this particular unification came, and that was Count de Cavour, right? What he did? What he did? You know, he was not a democratic person. He was not a dictator. He was not a revolutionary. He was a diplomat. Through his French engineered alliance, what he did? He drove away this Austrian forces, okay? This Austrian forces from Italy. So basically, in 1859, okay? In 1859, what happened? He drove away what? Austrian forces. Okay? Austrian forces, and they got the territory of that Lombardy and Venetia. Again, a step towards unification is going on. Next is about the person referred as Garibaldi, Giuseppe Garibaldi, right? He was the army man basically, okay? Fighting and fighting. So he made an army popularly known as Red Army, and in 1860 he moved towards South Italy. He moved towards South Italy, fighting against this Bourbon dynasty of Spain, won there, and there were slogans like La Italia being famous over there. And this is how we got what? Unified Italy in the year 1861. So in 1861, Italy was unified, proclaiming Victor Emmanuel II as their king. Tell me, is it clear to everyone or not? The 19th century political and social movement consolidated the Italian peninsula to a single nation state. Correct. You can write this answer. Okay. Give me a thumbs up by clear or not? Clear with this question? Quick, fast. Will you able to write this 5 points in your exam now or not? So this is an important question. Now the next important question is also very similar. Again, you will see this question a lot of time. That is explain the process of German unification. Okay? Beta, this was Germany na, this was Prussia. Right? The largest territory among this German region was Prussia. You know, when Napoleon was there, he divided the Germany into 39 confederacies, or we can say that he arranged the German region into what? 29 confederacies. 39, sorry, my mistake. So, among this 39 group of confederacies, which was the largest one, Prussia, and there were small, more other regions, right? Now, what happened in Germany region, bhai? Who took the initiative? Beta, what happened na? Whenever this middle class Germans wanted to unify Germany. We saw that in custom union they wanted to unify the people. In Frankfurt Parliament they unified the people. But were they successful? Nahi bhai, they were not. So what happened? This middle class Germans wanted to unify Germany, but every time they were suppressed. Okay, every time they were suppressed by whom? So they were suppressed by monarchy. Okay, they were suppressed by military, as well as they were suppressed by, tell me, large landowners. And what were these landowners known as, bacha? They were known as junkers. They were known as junkers. An MCQ that can come in your exam, right? So whenever they did this, it happens. Now this time the initiative, right? Initiative is taken by Prussia. right? Who took the initiative in Prussia? There was a chief minister named as Otto von Bismarck. Okay, Otto von Bismarck, who is also famous for his blood and iron policy. He took the arms. He took the arms and there were war for 7 years. How many war? 3 wars for 7 years against which country? Austria. Okay, Austria. Then there were countries like Denmark. Okay, Denmark and France. Austria, Denmark and France, and ultimately it resulted into victory of Prussia. Prussian victory. Okay, it was in the year 1871 at the Hall of Versailles when everyone met, and finally Germany became an united nation. It was proclaimed as a united nation. You know, later they formed a very, very good banking system, transport, communication, currency system, that it became a model for the rest of Europe. Okay? Yes. Now, tell me, clear? Give me a thumbs up. Are you guys studying or getting bored now because MCQs are not coming? Is it? Quick, fast, tell me the correct sorry, not the correct answer. I just go with the flow. Tell me, is it clear to everyone? Are you guys started chatting with each other or what is this? हमको कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, अपने काम से काम रखो. अरे वाह, very good, good reply. Radha Sen, what is this? Coming back to this, I hope that this one is very, very much clear. Karthik is saying need MCQ. Le bhai, MCQ. Here comes the MCQs. Okay, Karthik, be active now. So, which type of government were mainly driven in Europe after the defeat of Napoleon in 1815? Very easy question. And conservative, liberal, federal or feudal? Think about it. Everyone hype the video and support ma'am. Thank you, Teja. Thank you very much, beta. So question is, which type of government were mainly driven in Europe after the defeat of Napoleon in 1815? Let me bring you back to the story of France, right? So in 1789, the people of France revolted. This was something you studied in class 9th. However, I'm getting the answers A. Okay. So before this 1789, there was monarchy in France. Okay. What was here? Monarchy. After this revolution comes constitutional monarchy. The National Assembly made the constitution and they said that now monarch has to work according to the what? Constitution 1789 last year. You remember? Then what happened, beta? After that there comes republic. There comes republic under Maximilian Robespierre. Then Maximilian Robespierre was also killed, and then the rule was into the hand of executive body. And then in picture came Napoleon. Okay? Napoleon came into power in 1804, ruled it till 1850. Now what happened? Everyone's eye was on Napoleon. Ki bhai, he is taking all the control and he's changing the social order. And who were those people? Those people were conservatives. Okay, conservatives, they wanted the social order to be as before. So, which is the correct answer? A. All the students who gave us answer A, very good. Yeah, I am first, ma'am. Okay, bhai. Very good. Chal, next question, quick. We are moving towards the next chapter. Mention the main reasons for land degradation in states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha. Okay? Now moving towards the next chapter, that is resource and development. By 2 chapters done. Still you have any doubt from power sharing or nationalism, you guys can ask. I am first, ma'am, because I am topper of the class. You are considering yourself as topper. Who is telling you that you are the topper, bhai? Yes, ma'am also. Ma'am, me also. Good. Next question. Mention the main reason for land degradation in states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Odisha. So, Karthik is answering B. Actually, yes. So, what happened na? There are different reasons for land degradation, particularly for the region Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, that Chota Nagpur belt is there. Lot of important what mines are available there. So B is the correct answer to this question. Very good. Chalo, let's be in speed now. Next question. Most of the alluvial soil found in India is formed from the silt deposited by the Indo-Gangetic Brahmaputra rivers. Very nicely read this question. This is how the question makes you what? Confused. So, most of the alluvial soil found in India is formed from the silt deposited by the Indo-Gangetic Brahmaputra rivers. Okay. Which of the following region contains the parent rock that forms the silt? Again, which of this contains the parent rock? Himalayas, Gangetic Delta, Northern Plains or Eastern Coastal Plains? What do you mean by over mining? Beta, mining is a process to take out that minerals from the earth crust. So when you overdo it, it creates land degradation. ठीक है? Ma'am, can you tell the states for overgrazing? हाँ बच्चा, overgrazing states are Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Okay? Himalayas, very good. Haryana, very good yaar. Yeah, I thought that you will be confused after this. Beta, parent rock basically, parent rock is from where the silt is coming. Okay, actually this is Himalayas, by those rivers that silt are coming, and the river comes from which region? Himalaya region. So yes, this answer is pretty correct. Very good yaar, impressed. Next question. Black cotton soil is known for its high moisture retention. Okay, the question is beta, black cotton soil is known for its high moisture retention. What is the main reason for this property? What is the main reason for this property? For what? High moisture retention. Sandy texture, clayey material, low organic content or presence of large rocks. What do you think? Arey haan bhai, every one of you is winner of the class. I hope that I could organize polls here so that we can even check who is the topper and who is not. Yes, these are from resource and development only. Okay, so confused, you guys confused. D, C, then B. C, black cotton soil is known for its high retention. Why? So black soil is also known as cotton soil. Okay? It is also known as Rager soil. Why it can retain moisture is because of its texture. Have you seen clay? When we pour water, it gets absorbed. So beta, because it is clay material. B is actually the correct reason. Ma'am, please organize the polls. Polls are not there. Act of extracting mineral or resources from a site excessively often leads to rapid depletion. Arey, definition ढूंढ लाया वो. Very good, bhai. Very good. So, yes, because of the clay material. Because of clay, when we pour water, it get retained, it get absorbed, and hence there is a characteristic of high water retention in the black soil. Next question. Next question is, a village is located near a large desert. What? A village is located near a large desert. Strong winds frequently blow sand out onto the village and surrounding farmlands. What strategy could help reduce wind erosion? So basically, read the last line of the question. Which strategy is helpful to reduce the wind erosion? Now read the option and tell me the correct one. I am getting the correct answers. Why? You read very fast, yeah? That's Karthik answering B. Radhasen, B, it's correct answer. B, no ma'am, is it which one? Okay, so cutting down the trees, nahi bhai, deforestation, if we will do, it will increase erosion. Planting rows of trees around the village and field, yes, if we plant trees around that, it will de-accelerate the flow of wind, and B is the correct option over here. Next is allowing livestock to graze freely. Arey, this will create land degradation. Increase the use of fertilizer. No. B is the correct answer. Anshu, how can you answer C, bacha? No, C is not the correct answer. Read it very nicely. Right? Ma'am, MCQ practice. Yes, we are doing MCQ practice here itself only today. Next question. All the mineral, water resources, forest, wildlife, land within the political boundaries and oceanic areas up to. Now tell me, oceanic areas up to, easy question by the way, right? From the coast termed as territorial water and resource therein belong to the nation. Tell me that basically these are referred as national resources. These are referred as what, bacha? National resources. All the resources that lie in the territorial as well as oceanic territorial. Up till where? Oceanic territory up till where? 20 miles, 25 miles, 15 miles, or it is 12 nautical miles. Tanvi, Okay, Karthik B is not the correct answer. Swati B is not the correct answer. And Haryana D. Okay, only one student is giving me the correct answer here, and that is D. It is 12 nautical miles. See, beta. So this is basically, I'm drawing a rough, very rough map of India right away. So if we see, this is the coastal region of India where it touches the ocean, right? So there are a lot of resources here also in the water. Don't you feel that there are a lot of resources here in the water? Yes. Who owns it? We own it. Lekin up till where, beta? Right? Up till where? So up till 12 nautical miles. Okay, up till 12 nautical miles, which is equivalent to 22.2 kilometer. D is the correct answer, right? Ma'am, name, this is from which chapter? Resource and development, beta. This is from resource and development. Next question, which of the following statement about Agenda 21 is correct? Which of the following statement around Agenda 21 is correct? And the options are A. It aims at achieving global sustainable development. Is it? Does it? Right? Second is it an agenda to combat environmental damage, poverty, diseases through global cooperation? Easy hai bhai. This is very easy. Yes, I will speak in English to the students. I know that you are here because you wanted the lectures in English. Sorry if somewhere I speak some words in Hindi. Sorry for that. Chalo. C option. One of the major objective of Agenda 21 is that every local government should not draw its own local Agenda 21. Right? Or it is D. Very good. Tell me the correct answer. Bhai, very easy. D, according to Karthik. Karthik, you can write the option once also. I read it. Haryana is with D. By the way, Haryana, what is your name? Radha is talking with someone, I don't know. Are haan bhai, Karthik. Hold on. D is right. Yes, Radha, D is right. Both A and B are the correct option. Ajay, why C is not the correct option? Because the objective of Agenda 21 is to draw the local agendas. And here the word not is written here. And hence option C is not correct. D is correct because both the statements are correct. This was the agenda. Achha, where was this Agenda 21 being organized? It is the part of which summit, beta? Which summit? It is the part of Earth Summit. And where was the Earth Summit organized? Who will tell me right now in the comment section? I am waiting for the answer. Let's move to the next question. And here we have a subjective question. Now again your energy will drop, I know that. Yes ma'am, we have already read this chapter. That's very good. That's very good. Achha, then tell me the answer. Where was Earth Summit organized? Fast, quick. So here is a question that planning is widely accepted as a strategy for judicious use of resources. Explain this statement. Again, yes, Ishita. Hi, ma'am. I'm Ishita. Hi, Ishika. How are you? Earth Summit, which location? Karthik, I'm talking about location. Now, okay, you are answering that is Rio de Janeiro. Very good. In the country, Brazil. Very good. Chalo. So, planning is widely accepted, beta. This comes as a 3-mark question. And very important it is, so many times repeated, a lot of times repeated. Okay? So planning is widely accepted as a strategy. What was happening? By resources were available in the surrounding and we started development in a manner that we started in greedy manner. As Gandhiji says, there is enough for need but not for greed. So we started the development in a manner that we forget to look about the resources. What happened? It led to the depletion of resources. Then in Earth Summit, our eyes somewhere open and we figured out that we have to make the judicious use of resources. What we have to do is to judicious use of resources. This question is with the aspect of India, that how are we making planning. So as you guys entered in class 10th, what you did in the first day? Planning, right? For country. Similarly, the first planning is to what? To identify, right? Identify and do the inventory of resources. What do you mean by this, beta? Like if you are in class 10, you started your first class, you got the new books, what you are going to do? First, you will see the index of maths, science, SST. Acha, this is what I'm going to study this year. So first you have to invent and identify what are the resources in the country. Then only we will make the planning, right? How you are going to do that? With the help of survey, okay? With the help of mapping, right? With the help of qualitative, that is qualitative and quantitative analysis. Qualitative and quantitative analysis. Okay, once you are done with this analyzing, right? Once you are done with this analyzing, what happened now, bacha? Now you have to make a, okay? Now you have to make a planning structure. Now you have to make a planning structure. And now how you are going to make a planning structure, my dear students? You have to understand that I have NCERT to read, I have maths to solve, I will be solving questions from this reference book. Teachers are telling us to read from these PDFs. So now you have resources, a lot of resources to study. Now you have to make what? A planning structure. Seeing that what are the technology, okay? What are the technology and institutions available to use those resources. What you are doing? You are making a plan for the resources of the country. First you will invent them, then you will make a planning structure, and the third thing is now you will match. What you are going to match? Your resource planning, right? Your resource planning with the nation's planning, with the nation's planning. Why it is important? Now you are planning your class 10 preparation in a manner that it ends after 2 years. Will this NCERT, will the CBSE wait for you to complete your syllabus? No. So you have to plan according to the annual exam. Similarly, resource needs to be planned for the nation. Like in the Chota Nagpur belt, there is lot of iron available. Do you think that they will use it out rightly? They will not think about others? No. So it is well planned and distributed. These are the 3 points. Tell me, clear? Bhai itni kam watching? Yes, happens. Yes, Karthik with appropriate technology. Yes, Nandini B is the correct answer. Okay. I am in class 9. Saurabh Gaming is preparing for class 10 since this year only. Great. Okay. So hope this question is clear. Moving to the next one to keep you energetic. Explain 2 characteristics of alluvial soil. Very easy, bhai. Very easy. Very easy. Alluvial soil. Okay? Which soil, beta? Alluvial soil. Whenever we talk about 2 points, 2 characteristics. So first you will tell about the composition. Right? So the composition of alluvial soil is so balanced that it contains what? That it contains what you are going to tell me. Okay? Balanced composition of what? Second thing is that this soil is the, what we can say, the most fertile soil of India. Okay? This soil is the most fertile soil of India, and because of which it is what? Intensively cultivated, and the population also resides here for obvious reasons, and highly populated. Anyone who can tell me the composition of alluvial soil? Why it is fertile, beta? Why it is fertile? मुझे आप बहुत histographics. Anyone who can tell me the composition of alluvial soil? It contains the balanced composition of what? Potassium, phosphoric acid and lime. So what it is, beta? Potassium. You were not able to tell it. Phosphoric acid and lime. Clear? Very good. Next. Chalo. Explain with examples the ways to solve problems of land degradation in Himalayan region. Homework question for you. Okay, you have to find out that in Himalayan region how can we like reduce land degradation. Okay? Acha, I am getting answer. Sorry, I didn't saw. Haryana high, fertile and rich in minerals. Ma'am, alluvial soil contains adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid, lime. Very good, Karthik. Well done. Silt and clay. Silt and clay will not be an appropriate answer. You have to write that which Karthik is telling. That's correct. Yes, Karthik, I saw your question answer now. Chalo, moving to next one. Kerala. Now again we are moving to the next portion actually, and that is economics. Okay, hello Ishika's sister, please respond. I am thinking you, Teja, what are you doing, Teja? But you are making to break the belief last time I am asking. क्या है भाई ये क्या है? What is this? Hi Vishalakshi. Hi beta, how are you? So next question that is in front of your screen, and that is from where? That is from development, and that is economics. So Kerala has a low infant mortality rate. Identify the appropriate reason for it. I am getting the answers. Very good, yeah. So why does Kerala has low infant mortality rate? Acha, by infant, what do we mean? A child that is in the age group of 0 to 1, like after birth till 1 year of age. By mortality, what do you mean, beta? Death. So infant mortality rate is the rate of the death of the infants below the age of 1 per 1000 of live birth. Per 1000 of the live birth. Definition cannot be altered. Do not alter the words. Yes, A is the correct option because they focused on the health and education. Very good. Next is, what are the other goals beside income, right? What are the other goals beside income? So whenever we talk about life, we have certain goals, and whenever the first goal is being asked to you, what do you say? Earn money, earn a lot of money. But don't you think that only money is not enough? It actually is enough, but let's not take it other way. Let's take it on the basis of your NCRT. What NCRT tells data? When someone offers you a job, when someone offers you a job and then ask you what do you want? High income, yes, but what if that job do not offer you equality, freedom of speech and expression, right? And there is discrimination a lot, no freedom is being given to you, you're like working like endlessly from morning till night, and you're treated very badly. Will you work there? No. So along with the materialistic world, materialistic goals, there are non-materialistic goals as well. Very good. Okay? And these are the other goals. What are they? Besides income. Very good, yeah, you guys are answering very nicely. And that is equal treatment. Equal treatment. Very good. And there is freedom, right? Very good. Freedom to speak and freedom to do a lot of things. Okay? Respect. Okay? Then recent discrimination, there should not be discrimination. These are certain non-materialistic goals which you seek for. Clear? Very good. Next question. For comparing countries, right? For comparing countries, their income is considered as one of the important attribute. What does per capita measure? Tell me, what does per capita measure? Total income earned by a nation, is it? Then average income earned per person in a population, GDP, or total wealth accumulated by an individual, basically, right? Basically, what does per capita measure? Okay? What does per capita, PCI, per capita income? So, for comparing countries, their income is considered as one of the major attribute, right? Major attribute. You can see beta who is answering. I need not to answer. Radha, the D is correct answer. Haryana, B, okay. Tejas Bohra with D answer. Karthik with B. Manveer is with answer B. Okay, great, great. Our question is in front of you, bhai. So for comparing countries, what do we compare? How do we compare, right? And the question is asked for per capita income. Beta, PCI, that is per capita income, is calculated likewise, that it is total income upon what? Total income upon total population. In maths, when you do that, what it is known as? Average, and hence it is known as average income. Yes, so it is the average income earned per person in a population. Get it? Very good. Next is, which of the following activities falls under the secondary sector? So you learned in this chapter development, primary, secondary and tertiary. But this question is actually from sectors. By mistake this question is here, but I think that you guys know this answer. Very easy. Teja is saying goodbye. Why beta? Where are you going? Not studying? Okay, Harsh, what you are not able to understand, please let me know. We will clear that out to you. So, which of the following activities falls under secondary? But there are three activities: primary, secondary and tertiary. Where primary is use of natural resources, secondary is manufacturing. And you guys answered manufacturing. Very good. So this is from the sector chapter. Actually, I think that it will come in your PT exams. But right now, I'm not talking about that chapter. Next is, what can be inferred about the primary? Acha, again this chapter question is added. Okay, we have one more question. I guess this is going to be the last question of the session. No, not the last question, bhai. We have more. So, we have one important question of the day, and the important question is, write 5 differences between World Development Report and Human Development Report. Beta, this question will come for 5 marks. How many marks? 5 marks in exam. Okay? Now, you people are thinking, ma'am, we know about World Development Bank, ma'am, we know about Human Development Bank, but how to get 5 points out of this topic is quite challenging and quite critical. Think about it, think the points, we can make it, and we are going to make it. So, the differences is between World Development, the differences between World Development Report, okay, and what is the second one? It is Human Development Report. World Development Report, and then we have Human Development Report. Fine, bye. So what are the difference? The first thing we will write in the points is that this report is published by, okay, who published the World Development Report? It is published by World Bank. It is published by World Bank. Okay? Who published this report? So this is published by UNDP, United Nations Development Program. Okay? Yes, publishing organization, core indicators, overall approach. Very good. Right, very good. Class kab off hoga? Just 10 minutes more and the class will off. So it is published by World Bank, UNDP. If we talk about the criteria, right? So they use the criteria only, that is PCI, per capita income, and as this report failed, we bought again. Which report? Human Development Index with the criteria PCI, per capita income plus education, right, plus health. Do not write in shortcuts as I am writing. Frame a proper statement, otherwise marks will be deducted and you are going to blame Tanvi Ma'am for this. Okay, next is about criteria. So they basically categorize the countries. Okay, they categorize the countries into high income group of country, okay, high income group of country, then middle income group of countries, and then low income group of countries. High, middle and low. Okay. However, they categorize countries as on the basis of an index that is referred as Human Development Index. Basically, they give them ranking, bacha. They give them what? Ranking. Okay. If I talk about India, right? If I talk about India, right, India lies in low middle income group. India is neither rich country not a poor country, rather we lies in middle income group of countries. And what about India in HDI? So India ranks 134th in HDI. This is basically the difference of HDI and World Development Report. Hope this one is clear to everyone. Why per capita is calculated in US dollar? Because beta, the world currency is dollar. It's not rupee. The currency that is accepted worldwide for any transaction, for any report, is actually dollar. That is the reason. Okay. What is this, Nishu? Can you please stop spamming here? Okay. So this was the answer. Next question. The Human Development Report, which compares the country on the basis of education, health and income, is published by. So we just studied about this and I hope that the answer is very clear. That is UNDP, United Nations Development Program. Moving towards the last question of the day, because now I can see that the Students are not in a mood to study. So why should I waste my time over here? Considering all those chats, this is the last question of the day. Which of the following examples best demonstrate a conflict in developmental goals? So think about this, answer this right now. I can see that who is answering and whose answer is correct. Yes, you guys answered correct. Very good, Sumitra and all. Very good. Sumitra, where were you, beta? In between, I was waiting and I was like searching for you. Where are you? So, okay, getting your answers as A, D, A. Okay, Saurabh Gaming as D. Akdas A. Fine, fine. Haryana D. So, okay, let me see. So, which of the following example best demonstrate a conflict? So, student getting scholarship nahi hai bhai. C is the correct answer. An industrialist wanting more dams for electricity versus tribal land being submerged. See the conflicting goals. See, there is a statement in the chapter development that what is goal for one cannot be the goal for another. What can be development for one may not be the development for another. So there is an industrialist person, right, who wanted to make a dam, but in this dam, whenever he is making the dam, the villagers' land is being taken away and this land gets submerged in this dam making process. But this person is getting benefit because of dam. He will get the electricity, the water, whatever is required. But this is not beneficial from them. Hence, their goals are conflicting. Okay, yes, Karthik, you corrected. HDR is important, beta. HDR is important to compare the development of the countries. That report is important to compare the development of the countries. Okay, so this was all about today's session. Any doubts or I can leave, and please share the feedback how you feel in this class today. So next live whenever I'm going to take, it will be chapter 2 of all the what we can say book. History, Geography, Civics, Economics. That day we will be completing the chapters like India, then sectors of Indian economy, forest and wildlife, and from civics it will be federalism. Not federalism, okay? Federalism. So, did you guys enjoy the session? And if some of you, any one of you did not subscribe the channel up till now, watching me up till now, then there is a problem. So you need to hit the subscribe button and like also. Very nice session. Thank you, Sumitra. By the way, you missed that between wala part. You can go and see. My real name is Athar. Okay, Karthik, thanks for telling me this. Okay, guys, so we will meet in the next session. Up till then, take care, enjoy, get good marks, and watch my videos if required. Okay, bye-bye. Good night. Any doubt or I can leave now? Yes, bye, Haryana. I think I can leave now. No doubts are there pending.